Hi everybody, welcome to this week's question and answer video. I'm David, this is Damar's Coaching. I'm answering your guys' questions from the last week's video. I do this every single Monday. Please go down below in the comment section, ask anything you want, just tell us your locations, let us know where you are, please tell us. And if you could, if you haven't already, please support a petition I started, Stop Narcissistic Online Bullying. It's the #1 cause of young people taking their lives. It's serious, it's growing, it's rapid, it's nasty, and if you haven't been a victim, you might be a victim. So please, everyone in the world, go down below. You'll see the link in the description box, in the comment section, everywhere. Stop Narcissistic Online Bullying. It's at change.org /stop bullies. Please, just sign it. If you want to do something more, share it. Thank you very much. All right, let's get into the questions. Oh, I don't have it ready. I was in a rush today, so I couldn't look at the questions yet. So I'm kind of, sometimes I don't know if you guys know that. Sometimes I don't even know what the questions are. Sometimes I get to look at them. All right. Jordan from Sydney, Australia. Fantastic video as always, David. I cannot stress how much your insights and explanations have assisted me in remaining in no contact and in moving forward. Thank you for telling me. I was wondering how one moves about improving their self-esteem and self-worth after being in an abusive BPD, NPD relationship that stripped you of both. I'm in therapy and I'm actively focusing on myself, journal, exercise, eat healthy every day, etc., but still feel a long way from being healed and to becoming the person I was prior to meeting them. Thank you, Jordan, Sydney. That's really good you're in therapy. #1, you're doing the really, like the best thing ever. Tell your therapist this, ask them how to do this, and they better know. So, what was it? What'd you say? Self-worth and self-esteem. Self-esteem is the most affected by comparing ourselves to others. Okay? So self-compassion, compassion for others, not comparing ourselves, finding your meaning, your purpose. Not that you need to find it somewhere, but what is your meaning and purpose inside? Realize everyone has their own. Everyone's different, unique, special. Start connecting with people more, trying to more. Self-worth. The biggest thing that affects our self-worth negatively is shame. Everything in our past or currently that is hurting us, that we don't understand. Finding understanding, knowing the truth of what it was, alleviates shame, because we're not a bad person. We're not bad people. That's not the reason people hurt us, or that we deserve it. And we internalize these things, and that's what it equals, that we deserve it. We're not worthy of better. And so with your therapist, maybe before you go in there the next time, write down everything bad thing that's ever happened, anything that feels negatively emotionally still. We need healing. Start giving yourself everything you need. Know what your emotional needs are. Start giving yourself everything you need. Start knowing what you want and work towards that. Give yourself something every day that gets you closer to what you want. Start doing things that make yourself feel good every single day, no matter what. Forgive yourself, heal. Stay true to your values, no matter what. Show it in how you treat yourself, how you treat others, in every decision that you make. Does that help? Let me know. That really is the solution. Love yourself first all the time, Jordan, no matter what. Unconditionally. Forgive yourself. Never, ever be hard on yourself. Give yourself what you want, what you need. Make yourself feel good all the time. And make sure everybody else in your life is too, or they're out. Cowboy No Horse. Can't remember where you're from. I'm sorry. I always imagine my ex-BPD wife feeling remorseful and regretting the harm she caused to my life without any apology. I know she's miserable and broke. I've been no contact for over a year. Might she be remorseful? I know it was her loss. I wouldn't know if she's remorseful. But we need closure, is what you're saying. Closure. Closure, something we don't get from toxic people, do we? The reason we aren't going to get closure from toxic people is because closure is the truth. I'm not in love with you anymore. I'm too sick. I'm not attracted to you anymore. I love someone else. Toxic people don't do this. They say, your fault, you're bad, you did this to me, you're wrong, you failed, right? Not the truth, not closure. Or they just bail, ghost, silent treatment, date someone else, marry your best friend, not tell you anything. What's the truth? Cowboy, no horse. Really, really find the truth. Write it down. Write her a letter. Read it to someone. Send it to her, or if you don't want to contact her anymore, burn it. That's it, okay? You don't necessarily have to have them to have closure. They can't give it to you. Oh, what I was saying is they can't give it to you because the truth. They don't know who they are. They don't understand situations and can look at themselves, take accountability, responsibility. So their perception is distorted. How they think about you, how they see you is distorted. They lie. They manipulate. Trick, fool, con. You're not going to get closure. At the worst time of their lives, when they're losing someone, goes with everyone. You're not going to get it. But you can get it on your own. Get help. Hire someone for a little bit. Oh, what did I do? Go backwards? Oh, looks like you had... Oh, no. Here. I am going backwards. Let me... Okay. So, Jack. Don't know where you're from. Let us know where you're from. Where are you from? Where's your location? Jack Lord 2810. Just exited a 9-month relationship with a toxic borderline, physical and psychological abuse. I feel so happy and proud I left for good. Good. Yay. She's trying to hoover me, but not giving in. Thanks for another great vid. These people are evil. They do evil things. However, I take responsibility myself for allowing it to begin with. Don't take responsibility for anything she has done. Just call it evil behaviors and find out how that happened. Only take responsibility for what you've done. It's motivated me massively to improve myself and never allow it to happen again. I'm grateful for the painful experience. Wow. What a great step in healing when we're actually grateful for the worst experience we just had. Amazing work, man. Love your content. Thanks. Thank you, Jack. Thanks for sharing this. It's great. People need this. People don't need just the bad things. We need the good things too, guys. What got you to the other side? What helped you? Let people know. Share. Anna Hill 74. Mike is right. David, you provide more detailed examples of how these behaviors manifest than any other channel, even the ones by licensed clinicians, and I'm a therapist myself. Wow. Thank you, Anna Hill. That's nice. I can't remember what Mike said. Something like that, huh? Thank you. That's very nice of you to go out of your way to say that. Wayne, don't know where you're from. Let us know. Where's your locations? Where are you? Where are you? Planet Earth. I know that much. I bet America. I was wondering how it's possible for a covert narcissist to cry with tears and smile at the same time. I can't forget that look. Well, that reminds me of, you know, obviously this must be different, but it just reminds me of someone crying that's sad, and you try and cheer them up. Maybe you say something funny, and then even though they're crying, they start laughing. Thanks, you know, thank you for making me feel better. Must not be that, huh? Somebody that's literally crying and smiling. Mixed emotions. Somebody emotionally unstable is safe to say. Yeah? I talk about this a lot. Emotions are our body doing things, different parts of our body. We might have thousands, is what some professionals say. And we're not necessarily in control too much of them opening up. We emotionally react to something, it's open, we need to close it. We need to express it, process it. It's a process. And people who are toxic like this, who don't have a sense of self, personality disorders, typically can be emotionally unstable, except maybe the antisocial or the psychopath, rather. And they're not closing emotions. They're not expressing emotions. They're not processing emotions. Just like when we keep anger inside and we might explode or something. And so we can go out throughout our day being, emotions are like an onion. They're layers, right? It's not just one at a time. I'm still upset about what happened last week, and I'm still nervous about next week, and I'm excited about today, and right? Underlining tones of depression and happiness, moments of happiness with depression. Sure. Joy, excitement, fear, about all kinds of different things going on right now in my life, maybe. But we're not managing them, we're not processing them, we're not regulating them. We're throwing them outwards and expressing them to anybody who will validate. That's what I see. Somebody who's crying and smiling like that, and it's not the example I gave. Does that make sense, the example I gave? But that's kind of one at a time, right? They're crying, and then you make them feel better, and they smile, and they stop. JR from Tennessee, Nashville. Hi, JR. Thanks for the response to my comment. You're welcome. I've had a lot of people tell me not to invite women over to my house. Men too. Strangers. But when I don't, they think I'm married or living with someone else. Perfect. Bye. That's not where healthy women go, because you won't take them home right away. Healthy women are like, I don't want to go to your home right away, so don't even need to tell me, right? But if someone wants to go to your home right away, and then you say, no, thank you, and they're like, oh, you must be married, they're crossing boundaries, they're manipulating you. Disgusting. And just, JR, if a woman's 28, I always say I'm not that special, not that bad, right? If she wants to go home when she just met me, imagine what she's been doing the last 10 years, right? Because she doesn't have patience for men that won't take her to their house right away. Oh no, you must be married. Yeah, my guess is they say you must be married or living with someone else, but they stay with you. It's like they already don't trust me when they just met me. Yeah, but they stay with you, don't they? They still have sex with you. But yeah, I haven't brought anyone home since my quiet BPD ex, who changed later on when she started talking to her covert narc mother all the time after they hadn't been in contact. I'm sorry. Anyway, I can't deal with religious people at all, man. They drive me nuts. I tried dating one, and she was probably the worst one of my exes. I didn't last long. She thought she knew everything and treated me like I was stupid. She said she was into her religion and seemed like she wanted something based on more then that she thought she wanted something based on more than just a physical relationship. But then after a while, she seduced me. Not that I minded it at the time, but later, when I thought more about the whole thing, it made me feel like she was a hypocrite and religious people aren't real. Like if I'm really going to hell because of my sins, when she helped me get there too. And for what? Something she could get from any number of other guys. The bottom line was she didn't care about me anymore than the ones who aren't religious. I really don't understand why people are like this, bro. What's your take on why they can't live with what they say they believe? That goes across the board with people. There's great religious people. There's people that don't judge. There's people that are nice, loving, caring, right? That are religious in all religions. So you can't broad brush it. It's the ones that stand out, isn't it? That seem to represent it unfairly, maybe. But I see religious people that aren't like that speak up and speak out, and that's what's important. But this is a human condition, JR. People that don't know themselves, people that judge others, hypocrites, hypocritical. I don't know who I am, but I think that I value this, but I show I don't, and not realize what it's doing to me. And it's common with toxic people and personality disorders, I could go on and on about religion. This isn't a religious channel, and all I seem to do is offend the religious. They all have to stand up for themselves. They still will, even now. I didn't say anything bad. I said there's plenty of good ones, but they're going to have to tell me I'm a good one. I know. I get it. It's the people that speak up and speak the loudest, the loud minority, right? It's kind of like that in politics. The loud minority is what we see, what we hear. And the loud religious people don't shut up, and they're like, I'm right, and you have to believe what I believe, or you're going to hell. And I don't think that comes from a place of compassion either. I think it comes from a place of projection. Elena from Canada. Hi, Elena. Thank you for answering my previous question about smear campaign. My next question is, do people with BPD remember good, genuine things being done for them in the past? Or they completely forget everything positive and concentrate exclusively on bad things in their constant internal turmoil? Hugs, Elena. P.S. Oh, so, I can't speak for all BPDs. I don't know what their if how all of their memories are. People with BPD are known to have pretty poor memory. Many, just like many of you guys that suffer from trauma, long-term trauma, CPTSD, bad memory, bad focus, bad attention span. All of the same stuff also causes ADD, ADHD. They're common to have it all. I'll tell you this. Someone who's not appreciative, right? See where I'm going? Someone who's entitled. Someone who uses people and everybody does everything for them. Somebody who didn't invest a single thing in your relationship at all. They don't give a shit. And when they come back and tell you how great you are and they want you back, they still don't give a shit, and that's not love. They want something else. They want that piece of themselves that they formed with you, that they lost, that they are grieving, that they were afraid that you were going to abandon. They're never happy. They're always goddamn miserable. They're unstable. They go to another relationship. They feel emptier inside. They remember you. Yes, they remember the good things you did, and they want to go back and use you and exploit you some more. This is somebody who does not love themselves, cannot love you, cannot accept love, will not care for themselves, will not care for you. Period. Can I be more? I don't know. Is that enough? Yes, they have memory problems, but of course they're going to remember about most good things that you did for them. Do they care? No. They lost respect for you. They hate you. They're entitled. They didn't do anything for it. It was given to them. It's like asking a spoiled rich kid how much they appreciate their seventh car that, that was given to them because they wrecked 6 of them. Oh, God, I love this one. This is the best one. I won't wreck this one. Yeah, Mom. Yeah, Dad. Love you guys. You're the best. Thanks for all the cars. I don't think it's a memory problem. I think it's appreciation. I've noticed you'll get more appreciation by somebody that can do what you do for them already. Not just give it to them, because they can't. What do you think, Elena? What do you guys think? Emily, Baltimore. Hi, Emily. I had 3 dreams about my ex-boyfriend last night. Jeez, 3 different dreams. I thought it was because I was watching a lot of videos on the subject. Might be. Watching your video. Not mine, though. Just kidding. I don't remember my dreams from the last night as well. Is that a good thing? Just watched your response to my question about Charming Charlie. You actually put a smile on my face. This is the first time I've been able to do. Thank you. 8 weeks, no contact tomorrow. Congratulations, Emily. Smile. Force it. Look in the mirror and smile. Give yourself a compliment today. Congratulate yourselves for going 8 weeks, 5 days ago, and celebrate. Celebrate. Yes. Okay? Tell someone. So, you don't remember your dreams. That's typically because you're not sleeping deep enough. We kind of always dream, but if you don't remember them, you're not sleeping deep enough. And that would cause you to wake up and then also have 3 different dreams in one night. I bet you woke up maybe in between those. The dreams about your ex-boyfriend were more emotional. You remembered those. And it might be triggered because you're watching too many of the videos, guys. Yeah, it might be. We want progress, right? We want healing. And if watching videos isn't doing it, then let's try something else. Let's go to therapy. Keep watching my videos, though. I think the Q&As are still good, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. You got cortisol going. It's the stress chemical, one of them, that reacts under these stressful, long-term stressful conditions. Now that it's over, your body's still fighting it and it's still on guard. And I used to wake up. I used to only sleep 4 or 5 hours a night, wake up every couple hours. I'd wake up, I say, on the train tracks, just wake right up, get right out of bed, up. Just like, Jesus Christ, never need to sleep. I'd work 10, 12 hours a day on 4 hours of sleep every single day, never take a day off. Yeah, you're okay. I hope you're talking to somebody and healing through this, understanding it. Hi, Jay from Minnesota. Hi, Jay. Thank you for your videos. As always, you're such a gift. You have such a gift. Thank you, Jay. I would like to hear more about how many BPD females experienced CSA and how it affects them. Child S assault. Can't say it. The reason I'm asking is the older I get, I start to remember repressed memories and have come out of denial of the CSA I experienced. My cousin, who also struggles with mental health, I just straight out asked her if she had experienced it too. She cried and said she never told anybody until that moment. I realized all the women in my family have experienced it intergenerationally, not just by family members. Wow, it's more common than you think. Oh, you know what? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I hope that's the end of your message. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Well, these kinds of things are common in families. It's like once someone takes their life, you become way more prone to maybe doing so in the family, other members. And when we have abuse, this kinds of toxic, really bad neglect, narcissistic parenting and abuse, then we have sibling abuse is almost always common. We got all kinds of different favoritisms and stuff like this. But the S stuff, SA, CSA, that's going to be rampant if it exists. If there's a parent doing it to a child, there's going to be siblings doing it to each other. There's going to be uncles, aunts. I mean, it can get really, really ugly. So your question. How many BPD females experience it and how it affects them? I can't remember statistics of how many people with borderline have been assaulted as children. Not all. Maybe more than half, maybe about half. I would guess 40, 50%. Many haven't. And many have and aren't borderline. It's not something that just goes hand in hand. For sure. Many have been assaulted and don't have severe mental illness disorders. I'll say this. Children can handle trauma. What children need is parents. Love and support. Security and care, protection. If a child experiences trauma and has both loving parents with them, they're going to be okay. If they're experiencing trauma, especially long-term trauma, and don't have parents that love them, they're going to be affected big time. Okay? Any trauma. House burning down to CSA, to being physically beaten, to just watching dad beat mom, to them just yelling all the time. Does that make sense? Did I answer your question? Let me know, Jay. Thank you. Healing family from California. Hello. Yes, I remember who you are. He's still with his new supply, of course, but okay. David, are you ready to hear the latest? Uh-oh. I don't know. So ex-fiance just tried to contact me after 2 years. Oh no. Jesus. He sent me a request on a social media. He's still with his new supply. Remember, he just had a baby and he's really trying to contact me. Yeah, he is. I feel disgusted even more of him as time passes. Can you give me your thoughts of why the heck you think he's doing this? If he just had a baby and is still with his new girlfriend. Of course I didn't. And will never accept him in any way. You didn't accept him in any way or form of contact. Is he stupid or something? Does he really think I'm going to fall for his shit? Excuse my language. I would love all your thoughts on my questions, please. Thank you, David. Wow, he's contacted you again after 2 years, huh? I told you so, right? Just kidding. That's gotta suck. That's stress, huh? Stress. I hope you're okay. I hope your emotional reaction isn't too off the charts. If it is, I hope you're making yourself feel better, telling your therapist, okay, good, you haven't reacted. That's great. Don't think too much into this. This guy's toxic. This guy's sick. How did your relationship end? Think about it, right? Did he just go right to somebody else? Did he already have somebody else? I think you were wondering if maybe he was with someone else at the end, right? And then just went right to somebody else and then, yeah, married, baby, and now he's coming back to you. Not necessarily. May not want you back. Like I was telling the other person before, these people who don't have a sense of self, they form some little form of themselves with you, and that's why they're so afraid to lose you, and that part of themselves. You understand loss. Loss is our hardest experience. It's tough, okay? It's when we really introspect, we self-criticize. It's tough for us when we lose anybody. It doesn't even matter how we feel about them. It's loss. And thank God we have a life. Thank God we have more of a sense of ourselves. In these relationships, the loss is so tough because you lost a sense of yourself. You didn't get your needs met. It felt bad. You didn't get what you wanted. You didn't stay true to your values or your beliefs. And so you lost a sense of yourself. When you lost this relationship, we don't have much of ourselves to fall back on. We feel empty, alone, and anxious, and depressed, and doubtful, and all the stuff. Okay, but we work through it and we get that sense of ourself back. But this guy doesn't know who he is. He formed a sense of himself with you. And he bails. He can't handle the relationship. It's too stressful for him, remember? He can't do it. He can't be intimate. He can't be alone. He can't be vulnerable. He can't validate. He can't care for the other people. He can't care for a kid. Massive stress. And this is probably something that was triggered by something in his life. Something that gave him the full perspective of life for a second. A baby. Something like that. And he can't do it. He can't do the stress. He remembers he felt good with you. He misses the part of himself he lost with you, that he formed with you. And he wants to feel that again. He wants that back. It might be just talking to you for a moment. It might be just you validating him and replying and acting like everything's okay. That'll make him feel better about himself. I don't know. Block it. And to one of the other people I forgot to say that I answered a question to. I don't know if it was JR or someone else. Block these people. Oh no, someone else. You're saying someone hoovered you and stuff. Block all these avenues and say I'm worthy of better. Say they're calling me, they're contacting me, they want me because they finally see my value and they don't deserve it. They don't deserve an avenue, access, agency, nothing. Bye. Cut off, cut off, cut off. And my self-worth rises to the person who wants to rise my self-worth. Your self-worth. No. Is he stupid? He's an emotional moron. He's emotionally retarded. Okay? Not to be a dick. Really. He is. He could have 120 IQ, but his emotional IQ is retarded. So he doesn't process emotions. He doesn't know himself. He's not very mindful. He doesn't have much empathy and know what you think and what you feel and what you're going to do, and can't think of the future, can't realize what he's doing. It doesn't, shits all over commitment, not loyal, not honesty, no integrity, no self-esteem, no self-worth. Just go down the line. And he wants relief. He commits himself into things he can't do. Fatherhood, being a husband, he can't do it. He's failing. Right now. Failing hard. What do you think? Does that sound about right? Thank you. I guess that's it. If I missed anyone's questions, let me know. Okay? I don't do it on purpose. Sometimes I just miss it. It gets deleted. I forget. Stuff like this. I scan through it on accident. So just ask me again. And thank you for your thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. I really need it. The channel needs it right now, guys. I got a post. I made a post. I forgot I wanted to say something about this. I made a post in the post section. And it was about... What was it about? If you guys are still here, if you guys care. It had a few people telling me how I got it backwards and I'm wrong. And the post was a matching meme that goes with the video that day. And if you watch the video, you would definitely understand what I'm saying, at least. And so you didn't watch the video, but you had an opinion. And I just want to explain something. First, watch the video. Well, that's not it. Where is it? I don't know how many of you even are left here right now. Oh, borderlines, narcissists, histrionics, or high conflict people, they might be able to keep their mask on at home, but it always falls off in public. It does. And everyone's like, no, you got it wrong, bro. You got it wrong. The mask falls off at home. Stays on in public. I get it. They try to keep it on all the time. My point is they don't in public because it gets too stressful. Vacations, birthdays, holidays, traveling, things like this. They lose it. They're high conflict people. They get into conflict with somebody, they start yelling, they demean them, they judge them, they're nasty. They might just totally lose their shit, but they keep their mask on at home with you. That's why you didn't know who they really were for like 2 years. It slips a little bit here and there, and you lie to yourself. But if their mask falls off at home, and they can only keep it on in public, then why'd you stay so long? You knew they're this awful, horrible person, nothing left good of them anymore, total toxic, mentally ill, abusive, exploitative person. You just stayed with them trying to make it work. No, you held on to the mask. You idealized and you thought they were who they showed you they were in the beginning. That's their mask. You fell in love with a mask. That's why you guys say, oh, it wasn't real. Now, I'm finally starting to know who they are after 4 years. Yeah, they keep that mask on harder for you, to exploit you. They care less in public. That's my point, and that is the video. Thanks, guys. Again, thanks for the thumbs up. Subscribe. I need it. The channel's a little slow right now and could really use your guys' support. Thank you. Love yourself first, guys. Bye-bye.